Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is April 15th, 2022, and today is Friday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, NASDAQ breaking lower as it sells off yesterday. Now, there's no major economic event scheduled for today, but as we look at the various markets, looking at the Forex symbols, the majors are pretty much remaining flat on the bottom of the range. Looking at the indices, the NASDAQ selling off sharply, and the Dow Jones lower as well. Now, looking at commodities, gold bounces while oil continues its rally to $106 per barrel. Looking at stocks, Apple, one of the biggest sellers yesterday, and also JP Morgan trading lower as well. Now, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin pretty much unchanged, but lots happening and potentially today. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we are looking at the Euro USD at a 1 hour chart, and you can see that pretty much we hit rock bottom on 107.65, which is a lower low. Okay, for our intents and purposes, when we look at a daily, it is a lower low, but it's just hanging out on the lows and not doing much more than that. If we look at a weekly, this is where we're at. We're back to pre-pandemic 2 years ago. Exactly. Okay, this is where it's at. I mean, you can't get better than this. Look at that. I mean, this is a complete turnaround for the past 2 years. So keep this in mind as this continues to trade. Now, if we break 107 and this continues to sell off and we hit 106, well, then we're at new territory we haven't been in a long time. And this is a monthly chart going back to 2003. Okay, so this is really very important levels that we're at on the Euro USD. Now looking at the GBP USD, also just trending in that area, just hovering at support area, not really breaking lower. Look at Aussie USD, relatively still strong at the bottom of its range, but not breaking lower, at least for now. Okay, but if it does break lower, then you know what to do, and that's going to help you, get that extra push on the downside. Now looking at commodities, all right, we're looking at gold buoyant here in 1972. Okay, so it did make back some of that real estate it lost the other day, but still not hitting our highs of 1979. Let's see what happens today. It's only 7 points away from it. All right, relatively it's a decent sell-off, it's a decent bounce, and this would be like somewhere where I would think we should be, quote unquote. Now looking at crude oil, breaking out higher, 106.49ish right now, and you could see that beautiful breakout from our wedge formation and still trading above our 8-day moving average. So there's still some momentum here on the upside. Just got to keep seeing what's the next step. 108 is our next real resistance-ish level, so keep that in mind as well. Now looking at the Dow Jones, there we are. We are selling off here 34,384, down 300 points from yesterday. If we look at the NASDAQ, also trending lower. We're in a 4-hour chart. This is support. Okay, this 13,893 is support. If we do break that, then guess what? We can continue selling off. Now, what is the catalyst here? Apple stock is the catalyst. At 165, you can see it's breaking down, and so is Microsoft breaking down also before the actual indices break down. That's usually a sell order. Now, looking at JP Morgan, also trending lower, 126. If we look at a daily, this is the lows of the year. So if it does break this continuously, then we could see some major sell-off in the markets as well. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, just steady here, 40,120. Not really going many places. Okay, if we look at a 1-hour chart, you could see it's really a very tight range between 39,000 and 41,000-ish level. We're right now at 4120 at the bottom of the range, but I'm not so much conviction here as we did sell off into this area with more volume, as you could see here. Let's highlight that so you could see that. There we go. We sold off with higher volume. Okay, increasing volume, that's not very encouraging. Okay, so we may see this actually sell off. Keep this in mind. If it does break this area, 39,000, that may be a trigger to actually short sell this on the downside. Okay, so not looking so pretty here, as this is also kind of taking everything in stride. Now, next week, we've got a bunch of numbers coming out. Also, we are entering earnings season, so we may see a lot more volatility going into the next couple of weeks. This is Fred Razak, and I wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.